Hi, I'm Lemmy from lotr, and today I've got something special for you. Today I got a package, the Victrix Medieval Food Knights. I'm gonna put these guys together, at least one sprue I'm gonna put together, let's put it like that. Then I'll take another sprue and see how kitbashable they are with these bad boys, the Wargames Atlantic Food Knights. I think they might be kitbashable because the Wargames Atlantic Knights are already very modular at least. So let's find out, but before we start kitbashing, we throw that away. Let's first start unboxing these. I have not taken them out of the package yet, so let's see how they look without some thick plastic in between my eyes and the plastic. That doesn't make sense. Ta-da! Got a nice booklet with instructions, which I'm not gonna throw away too far. And here we have the kit itself. I've been waiting for this for over a month. My package got delayed because I also ordered paint with them and they couldn't find one of the paints. I must say they look fucking awesome. I've got the Wargames Atlantic Knight here. The Victrix ones look a little bigger. I'm gonna need to build them and compare them. Just put away most of the sprues. I'm gonna need to build them and see how they look compared to the Wargames Atlantic, and then I'll start kitbashing them. And I'm actually gonna paint Victrix Knights this video. In a future video I'll show you how I paint my Warlord Games Knights. And these are not even finished because I also ordered some transfers for on the shields so they look like a coherent force, because I got tired of painting them all blue and yellow like my sergeants. So they're gonna get this treatment. So yeah, I'm not gonna go into detail I'm not gonna go in detail looking at the sprue. I'm just gonna start building these and come back with some thoughts on this sprue, and then I'll do some live kitbashing, or potentially try to live kitbash, because I have no idea if they're actually very compatible. Can see already the chainmail looks a little different, but that's a worry for later. Just gonna get right into these boys. Build some up. Time for a time lapse. Okay, we're back, and that was a rather short montage because they are a little finicky to put together, and there is more flash on it than I expected since I pre-ordered this. This is as good as the models are gonna get. Yeah, I'm surprised by the amount of flash, but let's be real here, they look fucking cool as fuck. That's an official rating here. But they are just that a little bit taller. Maybe it's the helmet. I think this guy has a similar helmet. Yeah, and this guy is standing up straight and he's a little arched in the back. Once you set them side by side, it's actually not really a big difference. So I think it should be kitbashable. One way to find out though. And that's by actually kitbashing them. So the ones I put together with only original Victrix parts are gonna go on the blue basis. And the ones I'll put together with Wargames Atlantic parts, I always want to say Warlord Games for some reason. Let me just Look where the fuck I put everything. Oh. Here. Okay. So let's combine these two kits. Oh. I'm glad I put them together like that. Is there a helmet comparison? Oof. The heads look way bigger. Don't know if that was on camera, but these are comparable helmets. Maybe this more. I don't think it will actually be a problem this size, but the chainmail is sculpted very differently. Honestly, I think the Victrix chainmail is crisper. Yeah, I think it's crisper. But yeah, one way to definitely find out how good the kitbash is by actually doing it. I'm gonna see how the heads connect. They connect similarly. Similar enough that I don't think it will be a problem. So I'm gonna cut out a body like this, maybe another one, and try to give it only Wargames Atlantic parts. So I'm just gonna get this off the sprue, get Wargames Atlantic parts that I want to put on this man of the sprue, and I'll be back. And while I'm gluing it, I'll give some commentary on how it's actually going. So be right back. Yeah, it's fucking crisp. Yeah. And I am back, and I must say I already noticed something. That thing is that there are not a lot of left hands to hold shields in the Wargames Atlantic kit. And that means that all the left arms you get in the Victrix kit, you're probably gonna need them. So it's not gonna be a full kitbash, and I understand why Wargames Atlantic did this, because it allows them to have way more detail. Let's take this guy I already painted. A little bit of focus there, and you can see the strap goes from his shoulder all the way to his hand, and it looks pretty fucking cool if you ask me. I mean, that's fucking an amazing amount of detail in there. But that also means that it's all gonna be sculpted together, which is not always amazing. Oh fuck, I should have trimmed down this fucking base. Troubles for future, Lemmy. Already did this. But the Wargames Atlantic kit, don't know if you can see this, also comes with little pouches. I really want to use this on Victrix, see how it looks. I mean, that's just a very small detail, but it will add character to every model you make. So if the end result looks good, I think kitbashing these will be a certified amazing way to get more variety in your army. I mean, either one of the kits also already has a lot of variety. You can do a lot of different poses and heads and everything with just one kit. But I think if you were to combine it, ooh, you're gonna have an amazing looking varied army. I don't think what I'm doing is on screen right now, but that is not the end of the world. He is holding his sword, so let's cut away the end of it, throw it in the trash, make sure it looks a little cleaner, like this. Oh, I should be doing this on camera. I apologize. Now while the glue has had a second or two to set, you can start adding. We're not happy with this. Did I even trim this? Damn. The paint job will hide the imperfections. That's what I always say. Can also see there are different plastics used, but I don't think it will be that noticeable by the end. So that's cross plastic. Huh. It looks a little weird, but fitting at the same time. Huh. So if I were to put this helmet on, I think it might look like he has a little bit of a long neck, but I think that will work. And the shoulder will go there. Also use the shield from Wargames Atlantic, just to make sure this is the ultimate kitbash, like as much parts of Wargames Atlantic on a Victrix model. As it's actually still gonna be a Victrix model after I'm done with this. I mean, that's for other people to decide. Maybe a philosopher or something. So if I'm gonna put a shield like this, his head should be looking like that. One of the reasons I always glue on heads last is so that they will always look towards the appropriate side, like, oh god. That's why you check every angle before you put your model away. Ooh, no. Oh god, no. Do not use the helmets. I don't know if I actually caught that on camera, but oh. It looked disgusting, I'm not gonna lie. I got the Victrix hat here. If the glue is still wet enough, yes. Okay, you can still see. Well, you can still see. You can see that the helmet covers a part of the otherwise pretty long neck. And with the Wargames Atlantic hat, it looks like you just put a hat on top of an already long neck. Like the neck is still going a little bit into the helmet here. So you could cut it, but I don't think that would actually look that great. At least not if I did it. Maybe someone who has actual talent might be able to get away with it, but that's not me. Now let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna put little little satchel about here. Okay, I'm actually kind of sad that I can't use Wargames Atlantic hats on the Victrix neck. But if that's like the only real thing you can do with this kit, it's actually not bad. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. Oh no, I always forget the scabbard. As you can see, I'm not very careful with my glue placement because this is very thin glue. It will not really affect the detail as long as I don't fat finger all over it. Okay, now he is done. That was a rather quick kitbash. And I'm gonna trim the edges here once the glue is fully dry, if I don't forget. I think it will look okay. I'm gonna do the rest of the sprue off camera and come back with some thoughts. Then I'm gonna spray paint them. Luckily we'll still see the difference on the bottom of the bases. I'm really glad I ran out of the white stuff on my 3D printer so I can do this as if I'm a real YouTuber. Yeah, once I come back we'll see if after a primer the difference will still be very noticeable. Then I'll paint one of these. The guys that are pure Victrix will be in another video, but I really want to see how the kitbash paints up, to see if the differences are very noticeable. And I really want to make a couple of videos with the knights, because I am really enjoying painting knights. I've painted almost the entire box of the Wargames Atlantic knights. And I tried some different things, some different colors I wouldn't usually use, including this Vulcan Green from Games Workshop. And despite me not actually liking the paints from Games Workshop, Vulcan Green does look fucking good. And if he looks shiny, well, fuck you Games Workshop. Let's put it like that. I'm gonna order some matte varnish as soon as possible for aiding in getting rid of the shine. I've been waffling on way too long. I'm gonna start building. I'm very fucking hyped. Also, I'm very fucking sick, so if I'm not sounding as energetic as other videos, no, that's why. Yeah, I'm first gonna put these together. Ta-da! I say ta-da, but I've already shown you this guy. I've snipped off the side of his puddle base, and I've made some pretty cool looking knights. I mean, this guy looks like he means fucking business, and ooh, I like the pose of this guy. Very dynamic, ready to fuck shit up. But I've realized there is one model that I don't like. That's this guy. I mean, he looks fucking awesome. He looks cool and everything. But as you can see, compared to the rest, it doesn't have different colored plastic. Like the sword arm is darker than the rest because that's Wargames Atlantic. This is pure Victrix, because I could not fit anything Victrix related onto this body. This is a very fucking specific body. And even this helmet didn't really fit. I really had to force the arms apart a little bit to fit this helmet, but eventually it fits, and then you get this. A little gap in the back. And you know what? Fuck green stuff. I ain't gonna fix that. This is how he's gonna be. And I mean, from the front he looks fine, but got a little Attack on Titan slit in the back of his neck. This guy also looks quite fucking good. Very dynamic. Also a model that I don't like because these feet suck. This is the guy that you have to glue his legs on separately. And it's a hassle. I really don't like it. The first time I did it, I used way too much glue. It took too long to dry, so when I was picking things up, it would while I was gluing on the arm and the head, the base and the legs kept falling off. Not great. So if you're putting this kit together, first glue on the legs onto the torso and then directly onto the base, so everything stays correctly, and let them dry standing up, and then put the rest of the sprue together and then come back to this guy. That's a tip I'm gonna give you guys if you're building along with me at home, and that will save you a lot of fucking trouble. So now these kitbashed minis with the white bases. Oh fuck, this guy is not fully dry yet. I'm gonna go outside. For once it's not a heat wave, so I can spray these guys without sweating my nuts off. And after I've done that, I'll select one of these to paint up. I've have no clue what the color scheme will be. I think the black and white and red, a little bit like this guy, but instead of the yellow, probably white. I really like the contrast between the black and the silver. I think that would look pretty good, but I'll have to see. Because the kitbashed and the not kitbashed minis are all gonna be painted the same. They're all gonna be part of one larger force, so that's why I love the fact that it's technically kitbashable, but it's just sad for the hats, because adding some different helmets can really help make the force look more diverse, even though you get plenty of helmets with the Victrix kit and definitely enough helmets with the Wargames Atlantic kit. Also, this shield I stole from the Sergeant's kit I have, because the Knight's kit from Wargames Atlantic doesn't come with enough shields to arm all of your men. If you're not kitbashing, by the way. So thankfully I had the Sergeant's kit, similar shields. Still looks quite good. Really like this guy. Maybe I'll paint up him. Although I think it will likely be him. Yes, and save the heraldry on the tunics for the not kitbashed minis. Oh fuck. Should have put a satchel on one of the others, but I can still do that. So far so good. The minis look okay. You can definitely see a difference between the chainmail used. I think it's more noticeable here, because this chainmail is rather sharp and deeply engraved into the mini. This is more of a soft looking chainmail. There is cat hair everywhere. Thank you, painting buddy. Even though we don't see her in every video, you actually kind of see her in every video. So yeah, there is definitely a difference. And I'm very curious how it will paint up, if you can see the difference. But I've been waffling on long enough. I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes to let the last minis dry, go outside, prime them, and probably be back. Yeah, and I'll be back and we'll start painting one of these bad boys. At least one of these. Depending on how much time they take. Oh, I'm getting excited. Okay. I'm gonna go spray some minis, be right back. We are back and I've primed the minis, and I'm gonna be honest, I already painted one, and I'm gonna torture myself and make these Crusaders, just a typical white, but this guy doesn't have a surcoat like this guy, for example, so I didn't have to paint that much white. I actually first did it in black, but apparently the lead belcher was not fully dry yet, and it really fucked things up, and yeah, it isn't the prettiest model to look at, especially from the back for some reason. Oh god, somebody lost a sheet. Oh, I'm gonna glue that on later. But right now I'm gonna paint this guy, also without the surcoat. I'm gonna probably do more with the surcoats than just paint it white or something. I might still change my mind and just put on random colors and make them look cool. Like, for example, this Baron's War mini from Wargames Atlantic. I think the black and the blue looks pretty good, and I think Painting Buddy is taking a shit. Yes, she is staring at me while taking a shit. Great. So yeah, I'm gonna paint this bad boy in this video. I'm gonna use, just wait a second, Okay, she is though. Gonna use dwarven skin for eye holes because these guys are a little bit more broad and bulky compared to the Wargames Atlantic minis. Yeah, they look like the roided up version a little bit, but people different sizes. Just like I am 2 meters tall and way too fat. Not even gonna say my weight. Compared to my wife who's like 1 meter 67, and that's about the size of my brother-in-law, I think. He's a short king, but a king nonetheless. If you're watching this, you know I'm talking about you. The eye holes are a little bit more visible, so I'm gonna paint them. Then I'm gonna put a nice coat of lead belcher on pretty much the entire model, of course not the shield. Then Barak naar Burgundy is gonna be used in between the metal. There is fabric of some kind poking through. I do not know the fucking terms, because of course I don't. Corax white is gonna go on his shield, at least the part facing outwards. The part facing inwards, it's gonna be Corvus black or something, the same with the sheath of his sword. Then Balthazar gold for, well, the accents that I wanna highlight. I'm gonna try to, you know, stay a little bit realistic, but for example, the cross on his helmet, I think it would be a nice added detail to have that in Balthazar gold as well. And the belts and the thingamajiggers all around him are gonna be painted in the random browns that I usually use. With random, I do mean I just go grab a brown paint and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use this. So there is no rhyme or reason to it. And yeah, some straps on the back of his shield, the one around his arm. So it will be a quick paint job because I'm gonna do this all in one go. Those splices in between that I'm gonna put not a null oil, because my null oil has decided to dry shiny because it's a new pond and I fucking hate Games Workshop shade paints at this moment. I'm gonna give Oblivion Black another chance, something that I've used in the past. I've put a little bit of Lamia Medium in it, but they separate, so let's hope it dries well and doesn't fuck up like here. But I think it's because I was too impatient and there was a big blob of paint here that probably wasn't fully dried and shit went sideways really fast from there. So yeah, now I've established the, well, paint scheme. I only have to start paint him, not them. I said them because I'm also painting this guy. I might put a few knights in the thumbnail, so I need to paint him as well. So yeah, I'm gonna paint this, come back when it's painted, give a final verdict. On the guy I've already painted, I've gonna quickly say this. I've already noticed that it's okay. Like, this arm is a different kind of chainmail sculpt wise compared to the rest of his body. But the difference is, it's okay. I mean, you can see that at least in person, I don't know on screen, that this looks a little bit lighter, but I think that is because of the wash that fucked up. Because here also it's a little lighter. Yeah, no. I think they might actually be fully kitbashable without any big repercussions to, or like obvious differences. Just a shame from the hats. But yeah, that's about everything I have to tell about this. Let's just get started painting.
Var 12 vetra gamal hann steig og herskip bók, fór í herna fyrsta sinn. Ólafur sin lítið landa margra í viking, Vardaga og Lúhina og Kristna vola við, komum til Lúi vallan dobles i skira. Varför tuppa färra hans lilla de sig vis. På en skyrna vannet slå han brudis han helaxanda. Och tånar till att leva sinna hyven Norriks ring i år. Fram, fram, kristnen fram. Fram, krossnen fram. Fram, konungsren fram. Fram till Norriks land. Han väcker lackanda. Och särkast i allra. Till husen manna. I villkonungen åren och segla ut till Jossarna. Den bedriver i vägen där man kom till hans. Bara ut till båda vattenna för bära. Konungen Norge.
And like that I've painted up our conversion. And he looks quite good. Also finished this guy while I was waiting for the wash to dry, and yeah, I think I like this. Like a Crusader vibe, but a little bit more gritty, a little bit more dirty. Should actually be holding them like this for you guys. I think they look amazing. And this is how I'm gonna paint all my Crusaders. I've decided they'll be Crusaders. But to finish it off, got some sand yellow. It's a pigment. And I'll try and, well, let's do it on the test mini first. Just to dab a little bit on the brush. See how it goes on. Just really rub it in. The feet. And after this is done, I think this video will be done, because this is quite nice. Oh god, that's way too much powder. If you're thinking about kitbashing these, I would actually recommend it. You can see a little bit of a difference, but once your force is fully finished, I don't actually think it will be that noticeable. And you know what? I tried sand yellow. Don't like it. And that's why, let's first get rid of this shit. That's why we first tested out on the test mini, because he has become a test mini, sadly. Even though he is one of the cooler looking guys. Yeah. I mean, it looks cool, but I still need to order some sand paste from sand effect diorama paste from AK Interactive, just to put it on so you don't see the fugly base like this. But let's put him aside and look at these two. I think they look grimy enough to be actively fighting a holy war. So yeah, is it kitbashable? I would say it is. Is it perfect? No, but put them amongst the non-kitbashed knights, and I don't think you will ever see a difference. I just think it's a little sad that you can't exchange the hats, because they just don't fit. They look ridiculous. But otherwise, pretty fucking good. So yeah, I'm gonna edit this video now. Then rest a long while, because I'm feeling horrible. I don't know if I even sound horrible to you guys. Well, I probably do. So yeah, hope to see you in the next one, once I'm better. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe. I'm going to edit. See ya.